And is Shaq on the right side made a difference or no?
No, I don't think so. I think they got a great friendly competition and competing against each other, getting back there, and they help each other out where you just can't try to double one or the other as well as the guys up the middle. So they're doing a good job getting to the passer, and sometimes the ball's coming out fast. So we're happy with the production and we're happy with the pressure.
And last game, you guys seemed to keep everybody in front of you. I mean, there wasn't anything over the top. Was that sort of that week's game plan, or what you like to do, obviously, every week?
Well, we like to do that every week. Obviously, going into the bye week, you really take a look at it, and we didn't want the ball going over our head. We made a conscious effort not to let the ball go over our head.
Thanks.
Next is going to be Greg Allman.
Hey, Todd, I know obviously you can't have the same defense 2 weeks in a row against even similar opponents, but I want to ask you how well you felt the defense played. I know you probably didn't get off the field as easily or as often as you'd like to, but how well you thought they played Sunday just to hold that offense in check to 14 points as you did.
I thought we played good situational football as far as third down and red zone defense. I didn't think we did very well on first down. I thought we got out of our gaps in the run game and a little disappointed there. He's a great back, no doubt about it, and they can run the ball very well, but we didn't defend first down very well.
I don't know whether you expect to have Dean back or this week or not, but I want to ask you how well you felt the secondary held up in his absence.
I think they've been doing a good job. Ross has stepped in and did a great job last week, especially. Very bright, heady guys. They're more conscious. They're talking a lot more, and they're feeding off each other a lot more, so they're getting better with the communication.
To see Anthony Nelson get kind of a season high in snaps, was that just a function of the sheer number of plays that the Vikings had, or was that something kind of by design as well?
By design as well. I mean, Shaq and JPP, like we said all year, can't go every snap, and Nelson's the third wheel right now, and he comes in and he gives us some good minutes.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
Next is going to be Scott Reynolds.
Hi, Todd. You've got 3 second-year defensive backs, and I just wanted to see how each one of those guys has progressed. If you could talk about them briefly, individually, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Jamel Dean, and Mike Edwards, just what you've seen from their development here in year 2.
Well, Mike has gotten a better grasp of the game at safety. He's a ball hawk naturally, but he's seeing things a lot easier than he saw his first year naturally, which he should in his second year, so he's playing a lot faster. Bunting is probably the headiest of the bunch. He does a lot of things for us and does a lot of the dirty work and plays a lot of positions for us. He's been banged up a little bit, but everybody is at this point in the year, and he's coming around healthy, so we look for him to get better and better. Dean's been banged up the last couple of weeks and hasn't played as much. He started out very well, and the more time he gets, the more time and different plays he's starting to see, and he's starting to understand the game a lot more, so we're happy with his progression as well.
Thank you. And if I could get the same type of analysis on Devin White, how he's progressed and what areas in his second year as your inside linebacker.
Well, the biggest thing is his leadership, and the leadership comes with commanding the defense and knowing the defense, and he's playing a lot faster, understanding the defense and getting everybody else to play fast. So his talent is already there. He's already way ahead of the game from that standpoint, but the game has slowed down for him from a mental standpoint, and he's leading us.
Thank you so much, Todd.
Yeah.
We'll go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, I know it's still not certain whether or not you'll have Dean back this week, but obviously the guy's a very fast player, maybe the fastest defensive back you have. Just curious, though, from your thoughts as someone that has a much better understanding of corner play and what these guys can do individually. What is Dean's presence, having that back, the potential to have that back, how does that impact what you guys are able to do as a secondary?
Well, obviously, it solidifies us as far as how we started off, having the same guys in there and playing fast. When you have a tall corner who can run and get hands on you, and a heady corner, that always helps out. But at the same time, Ross has stepped in and Bunting has stepped outside, and we haven't missed that much of a beat. That speaks to the depth of some of the guys we have playing behind them. So you always feel a little bit of difference when you're down one of your top players. So when he comes back, and if he comes back, we'll be happy to have him. We just got to make sure he's ready to go.
And can you speak specifically to your red zone defense? I want to say you had like 2 red zone stops this past week, and even in the Kansas City game, which obviously you guys didn't win, you made some key plays defensively in the red zone there. Where do you think you guys are at in that category?
I didn't think we were playing well early in the year in the red zone, and I thought we were giving up some easy ones as far as what we were trying to do. We're honed in on that and locked in a lot more, and we're trying to make sure if they get down there, they only get 3 instead of 7. So that's a big difference in the game for our offense and how we have to come back. We just have to keep guys out of the end zone. And, it's been a lot of focus on it all year long, but we're putting even more focus on it and detailed focus on it, trying to get that done.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, we'll go over to Andrew Cassee.
Hey, Coach, I got kind of a non-football question for you. With it being the holidays and everything, I was just wondering, is there a favorite Christmas memory or Christmas tradition that's there in the Bowles household?
Not really. We sit around and watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon version, obviously not the Jim Carrey version, but really for the songs, if nothing else. That's about it for us.
What's the worst gift you've ever received?
All right, we'll go over to Leo
I don't
Haggerty.
think there is a bad gift. The worst gift you receive is no gift, so I'll take all my gifts.
All right, we'll go over to Leo Haggerty.
Coach, there's an old adage in football that to win in December in the playoffs, you got to be able to run the football and stop the run. Is that still the case today in 2020?
It's still the case, but there are a few exceptions. Obviously, offenses are throwing the ball a lot more, having a lot of success, but you still have to stop the run and start making them pass to try to win the football game. And running the football, that controls the clock, and you still try to win the game, especially in the cold weather games.
Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.